guys, this is DrayYoutube584, and in this video, I will rant on the worst rock band ever, Rambo. Keep in mind that this isn't a real band, it's one that I came up with myself. If you think that Nickelback is the worst rock band, rethink that. This horrendous excuse of a band, Rambo, is 19 billion times worse. They make Nickelback sound like Queen in comparison. Let's talk about the songs. Their songs are pure torture to listen to, especially on their newer albums. Their first three albums are awful, but at least I could listen to it if I forced myself. But after that, they became a lot worse. Speaking of their albums, their names and covers of them are as lazy as can be. They're just called Red Album, Orange Album, Yellow Album, and the other three of the spectrum, which are the worst albums. And the album covers are literally just the color itself, with Rambo computer typed in the corner. Which is a cliche font. Real clever. I'm okay with the Beatles doing with their White Albums. It's just one out of many of them. But to do it with all of them is as lazy as you can get. The Blue and Purple Album are both a massive abomination against music. The Blue Album is basically a wine fest with music of abysmal quality. The lead singer, Duke Donaldson's vocals make my ears bleed. That album also has a song on it titled New York City. Oh my. That song is the absolute worst song they've ever made. The drumming is slower than a sloth and it makes my soul hurt. The guitar repeats one chord. There's no bass at all, and the singing is the worst part. The singing is excruciating to listen to. I just felt like screaming in pain when I heard it. In case you're wondering, the song New York City is about lead singer Duke Donaldson's ex-girlfriend breaking up with him because he was being a huge jerk to her. And then Duke searches all throughout New York City and still can't find her. And the song is all about Duke whining about it. It has horrible and stupid lyrics, and that a 4-year-old could write better, and it even has some downright offensive lyrics. Then they released the Purple Album in 2016. I've never heard such an atrocious album in my life. I highly regretted listening to it. Duke Donaldson's voice sounds like he has a hard object stuck in his throat while he's losing consciousness from lack of air. The worst song on the Purple Album, also their second worst song, is Duke's Style. It's a dreadful ripoff of Gangnam Style. Every verse has absolutely terrible lyrics and instrument playing. How could anyone enjoy that? Let's talk about their other albums. The Red Album is a so-called heavy metal album, although it's too soft to be considered that, and the music sounds pretentious. Also, all the songs are just pure hatred towards someone on that album. Duke Donaldson clearly tries to sound like James Hetfield, but fails. It's an awful album, and yet it's their least bad one. The Orange Album is another album that tries too hard to be good. It sounds like a softer version of the Red one. The Yellow Album was intended to be their soulful album, and yet it just sounds super whiny and dull. The Green Album has Duke Donaldson trying to rap in every song. Apparently he thinks he's better than every rapper in the entire world, when he's actually horrendous at it. Not only is Duke a horrible singer, but he's also a terrible person. There were people at this band's concerts, and if they don't show an expression of support for even 1 second, Duke will scream and swear at them. Then he'll kick them out of his concert. And he gets worse every year. In 2016, he became a sadistic, heartless monster. In 2019, he got arrested and sent to prison for his crimes. Well, good thing that happened. Let's talk about the other band members. All of them are ugly, especially the lead singer, whom I already mentioned the name of multiple times. Justin Ford is the worst drummer ever. He is so bad that a 3-year-old who never practiced could do better. The guitarist's name is Carson Thomas, and he has no skill at all. On the newer albums, he just has no technique, and he can't even play more than 3 chords in an entire song anymore. So glad they quit. The bassist, Hector Buchanan, The fake's playing. He's an execrable bassist who should never touch a bass guitar again. I absolutely despise this atrocious band. There's no redeeming qualities at all. All the band members just suck at playing their instruments, and I cannot believe that anybody in the right mind would like them. End of rant.